Ladies and gentlemen, first bout of the evening is a 4 by 2 minutes rounds and national female bantamweight contest. And time for the boxers to make their ring walk first off. To fight out of the blue corner, help me make welcome Oluwabunmi Lateef. Bring out our opponent to fight in the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajegunle Omoumi, Diviner Oyeshiji.
Let's see you in the changing room now. Please, Akeem Olayiwola. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now introduce the three judges scoring this bout at the bell. Sheyi George, Tayo Olaifa, Sheyi Ajao, and the referee for the bout, the third person in the ring when the bell goes, Yetunde Alimi. And now, introducing the fighters. First off, fighting out of the blue corner. She comes in to weighing 56.0 kilograms with a career record to say she's making her debut in the world of professional boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Oluwabunmi Lateef. And our opponent across the ring. She comes in weighing 56.8 kilograms with a career record of 8 fights, winning all 8 fights. 5 of her wins are coming by way of knockouts. Introducing the reigning national bantamweight champion, Ajegunle Omoumi Diviner Oyeshiji. Referee Yetunde Alimi will give her instructions to the fighters now.
Good evening, boxers. I will be the referee for this bout. Let's have a clean fight. Obey my command at all time and protect yourself at all time. Good luck, don't close.
Let's get ready to rumble in the streets. Yes, it's Rumble in the Streets, Season 1. It's brought to you by Match Maker Sports International. And this, of course, is their very first professional dig promotion in Nigeria. It's taking place in a place that is well known when it comes to developing and nurturing young prospects that later become great. It's Ajegunle Ifelodun local government area, and the area itself is Awodi Ora in Ajegunle. The arena is the venue, and we're looking forward to this one. Of course, we're looking forward to a great fight between these two boxers, and I must say, I absolutely am looking forward to this one. And of course, fighting out of the blue corner is the debutant Oluwabunmi Lateef, and she has work cut out because she's up against a very formidable opponent who is a national champion, Omoumi Oyeshiji, popularly called Devina. She's got 8 fights and 8 victories, 5 of those 8 by knockout. She's wearing the black trunks and of course the black top as well. And of course her opponent Lateef Oluwabunmi are sporting the blue trunks. Both boxers, sizing each other out, I must say. And this young girl, so far so good. It's not giving any inch of space to her more renowned opponent. Good exchange in the middle of the ring. And what a way to start this 4-bout night tagged Rumble in the Streets Season 1. Watch out for Match Maker Sports International. They'll be bringing you a lot more boxing promotions. This is just the beginning. What you want to call a tip of the iceberg. Getting very close to the end of the opening round of the opening bout of the night. Good exchanges between these two boxers, and Oluwabunmi Lateef not giving any inch of space to our opponent. And that's it. End of the first round. Okay, it's time for second round. Let's go. And of course, see how things go. The corner for Oluwabumi Lateef, urging her to continue and show no respect to your opponent. Good exchange, as you can see every time Davina wants to assert her dominance. She gets rebuffed by this young girl who's got a lot. You can't even believe that this is her very first professional fight. And she's really giving Omomi Oyeshiji Davina a real good run for her money. And I just feel that with more training, as you can see there, staggering Davina backwards there. But of course, Davina has the experience and knows how to fend off the offense coming from Bumi Lateef, and good combinations left and right there coming from Davina. And you can see Oluwabumi, who obviously doesn't pack the same power of punch as her opponent, you know, throwing in her own oh, she gets caught with a big one there, but she takes it in her stride. But of course, that's going to count on the judges' scorecard. Davina still looking for the opening, trying to assert herself. Big one there, doesn't connect, but she connects with the second left. Obviously a southpaw. Oh, big one again coming from Davina. But then young Oluwabumi Lateef is not giving Davina any opportunity, but Davina's got herself well covered. It's not really giving the opportunity for Oluwabumi to score points from headshots, that is. Getting close to the end of this one as well. Good one coming from Davina. Left and right combinations. But once again, Lateef has survived this one, bringing to an end the second round as we get ready for the third one. Card girls already in the ring, signaling.
Round 3.
Penultimate round of the opening bout of the night. You can see a bit of swelling under the eye, left eye of Oluwabumi Lateef, but you know that, just have a feeling that this lady's got quite a lot when you talk about future. This is what you want to call a proper baptism of fire for the debutante, coming up straight against a formidable champion who's putting in some big combinations there. She's trying to dictate the pace, ensuring that you see, look at the footwork, trying to do some body shots. She knows that she has this fight under control, and you can see a bit of some sort of, I wouldn't call it arrogance, but some sort of posing in the ring. Bumi tries to shake off tired legs. And again, Davina goes for it. But the good thing that I love about Bumi is the fact that she's not showing any respect. She's not showing that she's being intimidated by the immense record of Davina. It's really giving Davina a good run for her money. But like I said as well, her punches have not just been as powerful, doesn't carry that weight. Maybe that's what her corner has to work on. It's a female bantamweight contest right here. The very first of many more boxing promotions coming from the stable of Match Maker Sports International. This has been tagged the Street Rumble Season 1, taking place at the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, which is actually in Ajegunle Felodu local government area of Lagos State, bringing you the best of boxing from the trenches to the international scene. End of the third round rather. We're getting ready for the fourth and final one, which comes up shortly.
Run for the final round.
And just as you've heard from the man at the bell, it's the fourth and final round for this one. Davina sporting the green trunks back in your screen, up against the young Oluwabumi Lateef in blue trunks. Oh, good combination again, but Bumi's not backing off despite the barrage of punches coming from the well-experienced Omomi Oyeshiji, popularly called Davina. She's having any of it. Just to record the game, Davina has 8 professional fights and she's won all 8, 5 of them by way of knockout. She's fighting obviously out of the red corner in this one. And she's been on the prowl of Oluwabumi Lateef, who you can see is still a budding talent and has got quite a lot of future ahead of her. For me, throwing in those combinations and trying to release a very lethal left hook, but so far so good. For me, it's like keeping the national champion at bay. And of course, she should be able to do that. But of course, she doesn't have the experience. That's the only thing. Because she seemed to have the longer reach based on her height and reach advantage. But the punches just don't carry the same kind of power that Oyeshiji's punches have. And she's really trying to assert herself as well. But she's been a bit cautious. Can't go totally all out. And she's throwing in some good right jabs and hoping to unload the left. What a way to finally wrap up the very first bout of the night here. And let's go to the judges' scorecard.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The fighters have left it in the hands of the judges. And after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Joshe George scores it 37-39. George Temitayo Laifa scores it 36-40. And George Shei Ajao scores it 36-40. For your winner, by unanimous decision, Adeola Defender Oyeshiji.
And there you have it, as expected. She makes it 9 wins from 9 bouts, still with 5 knockouts. That's Omomi Adeola Oyeshiji, aka Davina, picks up the first victory on the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going straight to the next bout of the evening. And this one is a national super lightweight contest. Time for the boxers to make their ring walk, and first off, to fight out of the blue corner, Hakeem Sugarboy Olayiwola. And his opponent to fight out of the red corner, make welcome Emmanuel Ability Abimbola.
That's what you want, shit. That's what you make it, yeah. Tell me you both me. Depends how I feel at the time of day. Say she want roll, remember. She don't come, don't come. Say she got slash, she don't do a flip. I need out for my agenda, Jimmy Castle, Alexander. Me and DJ, lost in that brand. I feel the strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the 3 judges scoring this bout at the bell. Sheyi George, Yetunde Alimi, and Sheyi Ajao. The third man in the ring when the bell goes, Tayo Olaifa. And now, introducing the fighters, first fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in weighing at 61.4 kilograms with a career record of 6 bouts, 3 wins, 3 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Hakeem Sugarboy Olayiwola. And his opponent across the ring, he comes in weighing at 63.5 kilograms with a career record of 25 bouts, 23 wins, 2 draws, 19 of his 23 wins are coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated knockout artist, Emmanuel Ability Abimbola. Referee Tayo Olaifa will give his instructions to the fighters now. I'll be the third man in the ring during this fight. Keep the fight clean at all around.
So let's get ready to go. Second bout of the night. This one promises a whole lot of action we're looking forward to right here. And of course, if you ask me, I think it's going to be a massive, massive one. Ability sporting the black and gold trunks. You can see the bold ability written in the front band of his trunks, and he's up against the guy who calls himself the Sugar Boy. And let's find out how sweet he will be in the ring. He's sporting blue and white trunks with some gold trimmings on it, fighting out of the blue corner. Both boxers taking things easy, taking a look at their record. Relatively experienced as well, especially if you have to look at it. Massive experience for Ability Emmanuel Abimbola, the man in black trunks. 25 fights in total, just like you heard from the ring announcer. 23 wins, no losses, 2 draws, and 19 of those 23 wins have come by knockout. Only 4 have gone the distance, so definitely a knockout specialist. Let's see whether he can pull that off. He weighed in 2.2 kilograms more than his opponent at 63.5. And for Akeem Olayiwola, he weighed in at 61.3 kg. And both boxers still taking things easy right here in the first round. Ability throwing some good combinations. And Tayo Olaifa, the man at the center, asking for the boxers to engage each other. You aren't giving your crowd something to cheer about. Good left hook there. Ability tries to throw an uppercut and an overhand right there coming from Sugar Boy. Landing but not causing any major problems for Ability. I guess it's still the first round and both boxers are still weighing and sizing each other up. But Sugar Boy, so far still early days, showing that he's no respecter of all the credentials brought to the ring by Ability. Good effort there by Ability. Tries to corner his opponent, but Sugar Boy will not give him that opportunity. Not only is Ability bigger in size, he's also taller, and he also has the better reach. Good combination there. Brilliant 3 left jabs there, followed up with a right, which didn't really connect. And I love that. Very professional. Ability was about to unleash that right hand there before the bell went. And then, of course, was able to kind of like withdraw the hand. End of the first round.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Olaifa brings them back together again. Let's see whether there's going to be an intense or an improvement in the pace of the fight. You can hear some of the fans right here. And of course the corners of both boxers saying, let's go, let's go. It's building up gradually, but still, both boxers still being quite cautious. I must say the Ability using that his left jab very effectively, making sure that he's unsettling. There you go again with 2 very quick left jabs, and he uses it to try and set up his opponent. but he's got a very tough cookie on his hands. Talking about Akeem Olayiwola Sugar Boy, who interestingly has 6 fights, 3 wins, 3 losses. Ability continues to unload that left jab, but he hasn't really caused any major problems for Sugar Boy. And if you're just joining us, it's the second bout of the night, Rumble in the Street Season 1, taking place in suburban city of Ajegunle, Awodiora. Oh, that's a very interesting stuff there. Ability pretty much wrestled to the ground by Sugar Boy. And Olayiwola calling for a quick timeout there. It was obvious that was never going to be a knockdown. And still talking about the promotions as well. This is Rumble in the Street Season 1 rather, brought to you by Match Maker Sports International, which is ably run by the CEO, Mike Adeyemo, aka Mike Truth. And don't forget, this is sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, the body in charge of regulation of professional boxing in the country. Second round of the second bout of the night. And just to give you an idea of those boxers in the ring, fighting out of the blue corner is Hakeem Sugar Boy Olayiwola, sporting the white and blue trunks. And of course his more renowned opponent, national and regional champion as well, Emmanuel Ability Abimbola. 25 fights under his belt, and that takes us to the end of the second round. Third round of this very interesting contest. Ability knows that he has to be very careful, even though you probably feel, that he has the firepower to take out his opponent. But I'm pretty sure he's also going to be taking things easy as well. So far, so good. Sugar Boy has proven that he has what it takes. Ability, 24 years old, but of course the number of fights he has under his belt makes you feel that he's been there for a long time. But he's actually still a youngster and has a lot of future ahead of him. But he's got a lot of fights under his belt as well. 25. Has well over 107 bouts, rounds rather, under his belt. Obviously an orthodox fighter who fights out of Lagos, Nigeria. A bit of an issue there, but the boxers are getting on with it. The Sugar Boy not giving his opponent any breathing space at all. Ability trying to exert himself, but Hakeem Olayiwola isn't having any of it. Ability tries to unleash his venom, but then of course Sugar Boy goes in for the clinch. And that's the right way to go about it, honestly. Do not give your opponent the opportunity. But you can see that Ability has the control. He's beginning to, exert himself in this fight, getting more and more comfortable. Barely protecting his face, because he knows that he's been able to keep Sugar Boy at bay, forcing Sugar Boy to raise his guard and making use of that his very long reach. And that's talking about his left jab. Once again, that tape around his gloves still an issue. And Sugar Boy, I don't know what's going on, really. He was almost going to wrestle his opponent there. And this is another thing Ability has the power to do. He can fight on the inside as well as fighting on the outside. And that brings us to the end of the third round. Yeah, of course, still on here. Rumble in the Streets, brought to you by Match Maker Sports International. And of course, sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, NBBFC. And you can see the fans really urging the boxers to come up and give them what they have come here to watch. But there's a bit of some restraint coming from Ability, who's not as explosive as we know him to be tonight. I think he just played easy does it, but he's been making absolute use of that left jab, causing a lot of problems for Sugar Boy. He's finding it very, very difficult, to forge ahead. He's throwing jabs of his own. Good left jabs there coming from Ability. He's got 2 big points there, knocking his opponent down. And Sugar Boy saying that he's okay to go on. Does Ability finish this one? Sugar Boy dancing his way out of it. Comes back with some good combination of his own. And Ability showboating there. And you can see the way Sugar Boy has been able to fight his way back into this one. Massive knockdown there, but hasn't really rocked Sugar Boy, who's gone for the clinch once again. I think he might just be able to survive this one. I was hoping that Ability, who's put in some good combination again. Look at that again. And then of course Olaiwale fights back from the ropes. Ability not very, very happy about the way that Sugar Boy was coming in, throwing in some combinations there. Big one again there, and he misses. Lands, but not as much as he would have loved the impact to be there. And Sugar Boy fights back as well, but Ability telling him he's not rocked in any way, but he's scoring some jabs there with that right hand of his. Big reach that has been for Ability, and that's one of his advantages over his opponents. Makes full use of that, his high and reach advantage, of course. You can hear some of the fans really enjoying him. Made his debut in the year 2022, 18th of August to be precise. And that is the end of the fourth round. A big one for Ability there, where he scored that massive knockdown. That obviously will have an effect, but I think that so far so good. He has definitely won all the rounds, but this fourth round that just went by is a massive one. A fantastic area view just saw earlier of the arena in Awudi Ora area of Ajegunle in Jeremy Felodun local government area, around 5 in this lovely, absolutely lovely super lightweight contest. And pretty much like where he stopped the other time. Talking about Emmanuel Abimbola ability, who's sporting the black trunks with gold trimming. And of course his opponent, Hakeem Olayiwola Sugar Boy, sporting the white and blue trunks, fighting out of the blue corner. Ability has made absolutely full use of that, his left jab, and it's worked for him very well. Olayiwola hasn't been able, to find his range, and of course falls to the ground there. I think that was a shove, and you can also see referee Tayo Olaifa there literally signaling to the judges that that was never a knockdown. Oh, big one there, almost knocking him down, but Olayiwola stands his ground. He's been receiving some massive bombs from ability in the last 2 rounds. And the ability showboating once again. Those jabs have effectively restricted Hakeem Sugarboy Olayiwola this evening. By the way, it's a beautiful Sunday night weather out here at the arena in Awudiora, Ajegunle. Oftentimes called one of the trenches in Lagos. But then, of course, it's been ground zero for a lot of sporting talents across various sports that this country has excelled in. And boxing is definitely amongst them. They love boxing in this area. And it's also a way to, take people off the streets. The CEO of Matchmaker International, Mike Truth, literally said that in one of the pre-fight press conferences. One of the reasons why he has chosen Ajegunle is the fact that he knows that there's a lot of budding talents in this area, and they need to be taken off the streets and, of course, helped to channel their energy properly. 5th round over there. Sixth round of this super lightweight contest, and the man who's definitely on the ascendancy is Emmanuel Ability Abimbola. Black trunks, gold trimmings. Sugar Boy has not really been able to assert himself in this fight, and the long reach of Ability has kept the Sugar Boy at bay, but he is still looking for the opening. He's not giving up, but he's going to have to do a lot more. He's going to have to take the risk and try to go on the inside. That's the only way he has a chance to unsettle Ability, who's been fighting very confidently since the first round of the night. And don't forget, this is the second of 4 bouts coming up this night in Rumble in the Streets Season 1. Brought to you by Match Maker Sports International. Headed by Mike, the Truth Adeyemo. Of course, he's sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, NBBFC. Sugar Boy finding it difficult to, get in range, because he's going to have to, go on the inside. And you could just see Ability just pretty much having fun, and of course unloading those jabs that has really kept his opponent at bay. It's been very effective all night, forcing Sugar Boy to retreat many of the times. Always looking to unleash that right, but he's not. He hasn't really needed it, to be honest. Ability hasn't needed that right, but every now and then when he throws it, he lands it. We saw a glimpse of that in the 4th round, where he threw a good combination of 2 left jabs and followed it up with a big right that sent Sugar Boy sprawling on the canvas. It looks like Sugar Boy intends to go all the way in this one. Ability is quite comfortable, even with his impressive knockout ratio. I'm not sure whether he's really bothered about scoring a knockout in this one, but then of course, looks like I spoke too early right there. I don't think that Ability has put in a lot more effort to try and knock his opponent down or knock him out as well. Good combination. He finally lands that right once again, just before the bell went in that one. Seventh round of the second bout of the night, and here we go. Ability not so happy about the fact that his opponent keeps going on the back foot, but what do you expect from Olayiwola, whose reach is not hasn't really helped him? You see, every time he tries to launch forward, he doesn't get to score the points because all Ability needs to do is just take one back step and he just puts himself out of range. And it's always going to be difficult for Olayiwola to try to get on the inside because he's fighting a very experienced boxer who's got 25 bouts under his belt, still unbeaten, winning 23, 19 of those 23 by knockout. Very impressive record. And the only blemish, not even a blemish, just a little bit of a stain on that is 2 draws. But then, of course, not losing is the real achievement here in 25 fights for the man sporting the black trunks, who's trying to build up the tempo and the momentum once again. I haven't seen a lot of body punches coming from Ability this evening. Those jabs coming in again, and every time, both boxers, and then they come in on the inside. It is meant to be the advantage of Sugar Boy, but I don't know why Sugar Boy is not doing much about it. And once again, he's had to grab hold of Ability, who was about to unload. Oh, catches him with a wide swinging left hook. That is not acceptable. And you can see there, Tayo Lifer telling Ability, you cannot do that. Hammering on the back of his opponent. Catches his opponent there again, and once again. I think that was a bit clumsy coming from Emmanuel Abimbola as well. Sends his opponent back again with some big left hook as well. But Sugar Boy also coming back as well, throwing those left jabs, but he's not really been able to achieve his purpose. But he was able to put in some good connections there, but unfortunately gets caught with some counter as well. That has forced him to retreat once again. And all of a sudden, we're having a lot of clinching and hugging in this one. Not a very impressive round for both boxers, but I think Ability will still be comfortable and happy about his display in that one.
It's the final round.
Final round of the night is super. lightweight contest. Second bout of the promotions brought to you by Match Maker International Sports, headed by Mike Fruit at DMO. Of course, reaching you live from the arena in Awodiora area of Ajegunle at Jeremy Felodun local government area of Lagos, Nigeria. Talking about bringing professional boxing from the trenches. Does Sugar Boy Olaiwola have anything in store? The only thing he can do right now is to go for the jugular. Can he get a knockout in this one? You can see ability asking for a lot of chairs coming from the crowd. Throws in those combinations again. Left, and he's trying to, switch into uppercuts now. Olaiwola missing out widely. Ability as well. Not really looking committed with that left uppercut there, which totally misses its target. Oh, he catches Olaiwola there, but Olaiwola gets in a good one there. I don't know what Ability was complaining about there. But I think Ability is contented with this fight not being a stoppage. He knows he's well in the lead, I think. Taking all the 7 rounds we have seen so far. Maybe say for the 7th, there might be a bit of closeness in it, but every other round has gone to the more renowned Emmanuel Ability Abimbola, who is sporting the black trunks with some gold and red trimmings. On the other side, Sugar Boy Hakeem Olaiwola, sporting the white and the blue trunks, tries to unload some big power rights, because that's the only thing he can do right now. Try to knock out his opponent, but he's not getting any joy at all. Every time he tries to go on the inside, Abimbola, who keeps combining, he keeps using that left jab very, very well. Hasn't been giving Olaiwola the chance. You saw that again. 3 good left jabs followed on by the bomb from the right. But Sugar Boy also sensing that bomb coming, takes a back step and tries to avoid it. And that's the end of it. Big fight night for both of them. But you can see that Abimbola knows that he's got this one under the bag. I think he's done the job. They need to switch on to the move up to the 3rd gear in this one. I think he was on gear 2 all through this bout. And you can see his corner as well. Know that he's gotten the job done. Sometimes you don't have to be too desperate for a knockout. Sugar Boy can take consolation in the fact that he's been able to stand toe-to-toe with a man who's got 25 fights, 23 wins, 19 of those 23 by knockout. That is an impressive and intimidating record. He's only got 6 fights under his belt, talking about Hakeem, the Sugar Boy Olaiwola. And out of those 6, 3 of them have been wins for him, the other 3 losses. Plus he also weighed in lesser than his opponent, coming into this fight at 61.3 kg, while Abimbola coming into this super lightweight contest 63.5. Let's go to Ralph Chidozie George.
Ladies and gentlemen, these boxers have left it again in the hands of the judges. And after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. And Judge Sheyi George scores it 72-79. George Yetunde Alimi scores it 74-77. And Sheyi Ajao scores it 73-79. For your winner, by unanimous decision, Emmanuel Ability.
Good stuff there, and you can see a mark of respect there coming from Ability, Emmanuel Abimbola, showing respect to the elderly Hakeem Olaiwola. Of course, pretty much frustrating for him there. 35 years old. Talking about Hakeem Olayiwola. That's some amount of years in between the two of them there. End of the second bout.
Time for the boxers now to make their ring walk. First off to fight out of the blue corner. Make welcome.
So this is the third bout of the night.
Benjamin.
And of course, Abu Benjamin calls himself the Trench Kid, makes his way into the ring. Interesting stuff for this young man.
And his opponent to fight out of the red corner.
Yes, I was talking about the interesting thing about this bout as Ajegunle Ayoride, who's got 18 fights under his belt but hasn't been successful. He's got a very, very awkward and interesting record. He's got 18 fights and he's lost all 18.
Let's now introduce the three judges scoring this bout at the bell. The judges are Sheyi George, Tayo Olaifa, Sheyi Ajao, and the third person in the ring when the bell goes, Yetunde Alimi. And now introducing the fighters first, fighting out of the blue corner. And he's making his debut in the world of professional boxing. He comes in a weight of 70.6 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing for the very first time in the rope square, the one and the only Abu Trenchkid Benjamin. And his opponent across the ring, he comes in a weight of 71.5 kilograms with a career record of 18 fights, losing all 18 fights. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajegunle Ayoride. Referee Alimi will give her instructions to the boxers now.
Boxers, I will be the top person with you in the ring. Obey my command at all times and protect yourself. Good luck, not slow.
Let's go for this one, third bout of the night.
Of boxing.
It's the penultimate bout for this one. And it's very aptly tagged. The Rumble in the Street Season 1, like I said, it's the first of many more installments of boxing bouts, boxing promotions coming from Match Maker Sports International. Of course, the CEO, Mike Truth Adeyemo, has promised to bring a lot more. And of course, he'll be looking at some areas in Lagos, Nigeria that need the promotion of professional boxing. And this one is a super welterweight contest. Referee at the center, Yetunde Alimi. And in the blue corner, of course, sporting that black and gold trunks, making his debut, is a boxer who describes himself as the Trench Kid, making his debut in professional boxing, weighing in at this one 670.64 kg. On the other side, you might as well want to say it could be a debut as well for Ajegunle Ayoride, because despite the fact that he's got 18 bouts, that's a lot of fights under his belt, he has lost all 18, but he weighed in at 71.5 kg for this one. And he's obviously sporting the blue and gold trimmings. Let's see how he fares in this one. The Trench Kid looks like a young man who's about to really make a mark. Trench Kid seems to have a lot of followership around this part. Possibly the reason why he's called himself the Trench Kid. Both boxers still sizing each other out. A lot of wild swings. The referee Ajegunle Alimi brings them together again. But I must say the Trench Kid has looked the cleaner of the fighters, but he gets caught there by Ajegunle, who's obviously more experienced than him. Ajegunle has this very, very awkward, unorthodox fighting style. Trench Kid in black trunks there, trying to find himself a rhythm, but Ajegunle's fight style is not giving him any opportunity. That's Ajegunle Ayoride rather. It's just all over the place, but you can see Trench Kid trying to, have a momentum, have some steady flow, but Ajegunle is not giving him any chance for that. End of the first round right here at the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, Lagos, Nigeria. And second round, here we go. Trench Kid looking really good, and making good use of that. His right jab, protecting himself at the ropes. And Ajegunle once again trying to use his size advantage and also reach as well. Seems to be cleaner this time around, even though he's forging forward. Oh, good combination there from Trench Kid. Looking to unleash that his powerful left, but he's not getting any joy at all from his opponent. Ayoride Ajegunle. Good one there coming from both boxers, especially the young Trench Kid. He's trying to throw in some combinations there. Both boxers loving fighting on the inside, but they need to watch out for any clash of heads between both of them. There's a general feeling. I think that if this fight is fought cleanly, that young man, as you can see, throwing some good combinations, really has a lot and will thrive in it. You can see that again. Despite the fact that Ayoride has the reach advantage, that young boy, Trench Kid, making use of his boxing skills. Talking about Abu Benjamin, complaining there a bit about I think a clash of heads, and you can see gradually, I don't want to believe that Ayoride is already gassing out in the second round, because there's not a lot coming from him at all. He seems to be one of those boxers who will do a lot in the early rounds. And there you see referee Ajegunle Alimi giving stern warning to Ayoride Ajegunle there, telling him, stop leaning forward with your head. Of course, no more head clashes. And that young man is now taking control of this fight. Trench Kid, Abu Benjamin. We talked about the fact that he seems to be the cleaner of the two boxers, and he's not having any of it at all. Gradually asserting himself. Doesn't even feel like he's the debutant in this one. And meanwhile, he's actually fighting a boxer with 18 bouts under his belt. The way this is going, if this trend continues, he might not last the distance, but gotta give kudos to Ayoride. Even though he's not been on the offensive, he's been protecting himself very well, and he's escaped that round 2 of this one. It's the penultimate round of the third bout of the night, and he comes off his corner explosively. Abu Trench Kid Benjamin, sporting black and gold trunks, and his opponent who's Ajegunle, trying to fight his way back, but he's been defending since the second round, and I'm wondering why he's doing this. Yes, Yetunde Alimi talking about that rabbit punch that Trench Kid landed twice at the back of the head of Ajegunle, who's just defending himself. And you can see those combinations coming from nice body punch there, coming from the Trench Kid, who's ducked again. And then all of a sudden, Ajegunle comes out strong. Wants to, I think he was trying to conserve his energy earlier, but sensing that he might be behind on the judges' scorecard, tries to come out again, but once again, I think it's tiring out. He needs to definitely work on his stamina. And there you have it. I'm not surprised about that. This young man has taken this one. I'm not surprised. You can see there no complaints whatsoever from Ajegunle. I said it earlier as well. These may not last the distance, and that's exactly what just happened in this one. So massive, massive victory for this young star, who definitely has a big future ahead of him. Big future ahead of him. You can see him there, being hugged by the CEO of Match Maker Sports International, Mike Truth Adeyemo, who's very impressed. And I think that he's going to get a lot of support from this area. And he looks like a boxer who has got a very bright future. Abu Benjamin takes this one on his debut, this super welterweight contest at the Rumble in the Street, the very first season, taking place at the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle. Let's go to Ralph Chidozie George for the official verdict. We already know what it is. What a way to start your career.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the bout was scheduled for 4 rounds, but came to an end at exactly 1 minute and 18 seconds of round number 3. And we have your winner by knockout, and his first victory in the world of professional boxing. Give it up for Abu Trench Kid Benjamin.
We will certainly be very happy about that. And you can see that young man with that massive backflip celebration there. We get to see that every now and then in the ring. Brilliant debut for that man. Showing the championship stuff that he's made of. And I believe that you have to take note of that name, Abu Trench Kid Benjamin.
It is down to the main event of the evening. Now to bring out the boxers to make their ring walk for the main event of the evening, let's bring out first off to fight out of the blue corner. Help me make welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to fight out of the blue corner, Mufu Yusuf. And his opponent to fight out of the red corner, Farouk the Crocodile Taufik.
And there you have it, massive main event right here. 8 fights under the belt for Mufu Yusuf, fighting out of the blue corner. 2 wins, 6 losses, not too impressive. And 5 fights, in fact 11 fights rather, are from Farouk the Crocodile Taufik.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Let's introduce the stewards of the NPBFC that will be overseeing this bout. Your gloves master is Oladipo Babalola. Oladipo Babalola. Your ring marshal is Adewale Tiger Abe. Your timekeepers Titi Lopo Gunkunle and Prince Adeo Lofi. Your ring doctors Dr. Tajudin Sule, Dr. Chike Ilukwe. Your treasurer for the bout Coyote Gomez. Your supervisor for this bout is Dr. Rafiu Oladipo. He doubles as the president of Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. And of course the coordinator for the bout is Remia Bodere, the general secretary of the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control. And now, introducing the three judges scoring this bout at the bell. Sheyi George, Yetunde Alimi, Sheyi Ajao, and the third man in the ring where the bell goes, Tayo Olaifa. And introducing the fighters first fighting out of the blue corner. In green trunks, comes in a weight at 61.1 kilograms with a career record of 8 fights, 2 wins, 6 losses. One of his wins are coming by way of knockout. Introducing Nufo Yusuf. And his opponent across the ring, he comes in weighing 58.2 kilograms with a career record of 11 fights, 11 wins. 5 of his 11 wins are coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former national featherweight champion, the one and only, the undefeated Farouk, the Crocodile Ajegunle Taufik. The referee Tayo Olaifa will give his instructions to the fighters. This bout is for 8 rounds of boxing.
Here we go, main event of the night. Rumble in the streets. Here at the arena, Awudi Ora, Ajegunle, Lagos, Nigeria. Rumble in the Street Season 1. And this one will bring it to a close, the very first of many more installments of boxing promotions brought to you by Match Maker Sports International, headed by Mike Truth Adeyamorada. I was almost calling him my name there. And then, of course, sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control. Let's get into it. The first round of this 8-round contest. It's going to be a big one. Very, very tall order for the young boxer as well. Talking about Mufu Yusuf, whose record is not so impressive. After 8 fights, he's only been able to win 2 out of them, 1 by knockout, losing 6. But he's up against a more experienced boxer who's got 11 bouts under his belt, winning all 11, 5 of them by knockout. And guess what? He calls himself the Crocodile. And you all know what the Crocodile does and how vicious and lethal the Crocodile can be. Will Taufik match his self-acclaimed AKA? Throwing some beautiful combinations there, the Crocodile spotting the blue and white trunks, while his opponent Mufu Yusuf is spotting the grey trunks. Yusuf trying to unload as well, trying to make use of that, his left jab, and a nice straight right jab getting into the guards of Crocodile, who fights back with some good combinations as well. But boxers, Mufu not backing down at all, and he gets caught there. He's a bit wobbled. Can the Crocodile finish this off in the very first round? But he knows too well not to throw cautions to the wind. He's fighting a very unorthodox boxer. And a big one there catches Mufu Yusuf. 2 big ones there. Massive left there. and the right as well. Yusuf making himself a very difficult target for Taufik, who's now having to resort to jabs. He is a southpaw, and obviously will not be unloading that left very much. The quick and frequent head movement of Mufu Yusuf makes it difficult for the Crocodile to get him. End of the first round. Still a very young boxer, Taufik, 21 years old. He's got 58 rounds of boxing under his belt. That's some quite a good experience. Knockout ratio is 45.45%. And only made his debut just last year, 17th of January 2025, and he's back in it. And all of a sudden there seems to be a bit of a spring to the feet of Mufu Yusuf, who's trying to get on the inside. Almost knocked himself out there, but Tayo Lifer quickly states that is no knockdown in whatever way, but he was rocked there. Mufu Yusuf bit rocked there by the Crocodile, who wants to go for the kill in this second round. He tried to do that in the first round as well, but Mufu Yusuf, catches him with two big left there, and he wants to give him the third one, but of course Mufu Yusuf wrestles his way, or should I say clinches his way out of that. Fans really hyping Farouk Taufik, the Crocodile, spotted the white and blue trunks, wanting to take Yusuf for an early shower, but the problem with big one there, and once again grabs hold of Taufik. I think that the referee should be having words with Mufu Yusuf, who's the one grabbing hold of his opponent. Can he survive this barrage of massive bombs coming at him from the Crocodile? He's definitely proving that he's a tough customer, because the Crocodile himself doesn't want to exhaust all his energy in the process of trying to knock out his opponent. It could prove to be costly for him, because there's still 6 more rounds of boxing to come. And if you're just joining us, this is Rumble in the Street Season 1, reaching you from the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, Lagos, Nigeria. Main event of the night. Of course, both boxers, especially the more renowned Farouk the Crocodile Taufik, trying to bring this one to a quick close. Super lightweight contest right here. End of the second round. Okay, we're getting in on the third round of this one. Main event of the night, like I was saying before. That round came to a close, the second round. Mufu Yusuf, much more older than his opponent. But unfortunately, I think he's one of those boxers who's had too many times as an amateur boxer. Spent so many time in the amateur ranks. He's 43 years old. Pretty much about 22 years difference between these two boxers. Yusuf 21, Farouk rather, the Crocodile. Taufik, 21. Mufu Yusuf, who has less professional bouts under his belt. He's got 8, and Farouk Taufik has got 11. Yusuf has 22 rounds of boxing under his belt, whereas his opponent has 58 rounds of boxing. And for Mufu Yusuf, he interestingly made his debut earlier than Farouk, 12th of November 2023, pretty much just a little over a year before his opponent. But of course that means that his opponent has been busier than he has been a whole year, and Taufik has had 11 fights, all of which he has won, and he's got like almost he's got 43% knockout ratio, and you can see from the stance and the display of the two boxers so far. Farouk Taufik sporting the blue and white trunks, while Mufu Yusuf, the older, sporting the grey trunks. See, so because of the stature of Mufu Yusuf, is a bit difficult, and his looks as well to a reasonable extent, a bit difficult to find out that he's massive one there coming from Farouk Taufik, the Crocodile there. Big left, a big right overhand that catches the very stubborn Mufu Yusuf, who's not backing down at all, despite big punches coming from the younger Farouk Taufik. Oh, good combination there. Brilliant left and right. Unleashing that his southpaw, which of course he is. That left jab coming very strong. And of course, Mufu Yusuf making that round difficult as well for his opponent. End of the third round. Let's go and get ready for round 4. Here we go again. Rumble in the streets, and the fans are getting really, excited here at the first season of many installments of boxing promotions, professional boxing promotions, coming out from the stable of Match Maker Sports International, headed by Mike Truth Adeyemo. And don't forget, this boxing promotion, this fight night, is sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, NBBOC, presided over by its president, Dr. Rafiu Ladipo. Yusuf tries to throw a good combination there, but seems a bit unstable because of the fact that he's actually, bouncing around a bit much. And he's also making it a bit difficult for his punches to be steady. And a good ducking there coming from Taufik Farouk, who's keeping things calm, not wanting to get carried away by the renewed energy coming from his opponent, who obviously knows that he has to do a lot more work. Those first 3 rounds gone by have definitely been taken by the Crocodile. Beautiful area view there, panoramic view. And it does look like Farouk is trying to conserve his energy and looking for the opening, and that was almost definitely was a below the belt punch there, and referee Tayo Lifer spots that and has a quick word with Farouk Taufik. Good big left there, catches Mufu Yusuf, who's still not backing down and keeps forging ahead. And just for those who are just joining us, you're joining us a bit late, but then of course some information to help you out there. Sporting the white and the blue trunks is the Farouk, the Crocodile, Taufik, and he's up against Mufu Yusuf, who's 22 years older than him. Just for the records, 8 fights under the belt for Mufu Yusuf, sporting the grey trunks, and he's lost 6 of those 8, won only 2. And on the other side, Farouk the Crocodile Taufik remains unbeaten after 11 fights. 5 of those victories by knockout. As we come to the end of round 4, getting set for round 5, right here at the arena, Awodiora, Ajegunle, Lagos. Rumble in the Street Season 2. Season 1 rather, sorry about that. I'm already excited. Already thinking about the second season of this one. But I have to calm things down. Mufu Yusuf starts this one a bit aggressive. He definitely knows that he has to step up to have a good chance of getting something from this, seeing if he can get a 3rd victory to his name in the world of professional boxing. But Taufik keeping him at bay and reserving that his a lethal left hand, and Mufu Yusuf a bit rough about that there, smothering his opponent. But I'm pretty sure with the experience that the Crocodile has, he's going to be unperturbed about that. He keeps his guards up, and obviously finding it difficult to get on the inside. Mufu Yusuf, he's been trying all sorts of strategy, but they really haven't worked well for him. Been using busy jabs, he gets caught with a big left there by Taufik. Been using busy jabs, he gets caught with a big left there by Taufik, who's the much more calculated boxer between the two of them. And big left again, and another left, catches him again, left and right combinations. Mufu tries to come forward with some aggression, but the punches are not well targeted. Crocodile, definitely a boxer that has a bright future. Only 21 years old, but displaying the skill and the vision of a vastly experienced boxer, taking things easy from an older but slightly inexperienced boxer in the professional ranks. He tries to unload that left again, and Mufu saw it early, was able to take quick back steps to avoid the missile. Taufik in the blue trunks, blue and white trunks that is, a southpaw, obviously from his stance there. But you have to give kudos to Mufu Yusuf, who's not backing down at all. He has a very awkward way of fighting though. And that's the end of the 5th round.
Round 6.
2 more rounds to go after this one. Scheduled 8-round contest, super lightweight, national challenge. The Rumble in the Street Season 1, taking place at the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, which is situated in Ajegunle, Ifelodun local government area of Lagos State. And the best of grassroots boxing which is on a professional level in Nigeria. And it's courtesy of Match Maker Sports International, headed by Mike Truth Adeyemo, sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, NBBFC. Let's get back into the ring. Mufu Yusuf in the grey trunks, trying to assert himself, trying to get on the inside. But the more technical Farouk Taufik keeping him at bay, but referee Tayo Laifa has quick words with both boxers. Oh, massive there, combination again, right and left combination coming from Farouk Taufik, who's setting Mufu up for that left, but hasn't been able to drop them as much as he would have loved to. Another one there, but he misses. Forcing, catches Taufik with catches Mufu with that one there. And Tayo Laifa trying to tell Mufu to raise his head up, telling him, you have to raise your head up. Big one there, nice body punches coming from Taufik, who catches Mufu with another left there. Oh, fantastic. Straight right jab and followed on with a left hook. That sends Mufu to the ropes. There's something about the way the Crocodile is marshalling this fight. He's not in a hurry. He's not looking for a quick knockout. And I'm pretty sure if his opportunity shows up, he will take it. But rather lovely again, right and left combination. And Mufu goes into survival mode there, but tries to come back out again. But he's dropping his guards as well. Mufu, in the process of trying to score points, he's dropping his guards, and that is opening him up to a lot of missiles coming from Taufik Farouk. He tries a wide one there, but eventually catches him with a left jab. 6th round. Closes there, and you know what comes up next, the penultimate round.
Round 7.
The crowd here has waited for this, the main event of the night. And I must say, yes, to a reasonable extent, he's lived up to his billing, especially judging from the display of Taufik Farouk, the Crocodile, who is looking to make this the 12th win of his career. Goes for a big one there, right and left combination, but hasn't really been, lands that one eventually. Hasn't really been able to land his lethal left hook. And Mufu Yusuf himself surges forward as well. Wouldn't want Taufik to dominate this fight all through, especially when he knows that this is the penultimate round. If there's any opportunity for him to win this fight, it's between these last 2 rounds, and he definitely has to score a knockout. How he's going to do that is the $1 million question. It's the last part of the night, super lightweight contest here at the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, Lagos. It's been tagged Rumble in the Street, and you can see the Crocodile trying to finish off his opponent. But Mufu Yusuf is definitely a very tough cookie, and I'm pretty sure he has his mind set on the fact that even if he's going to lose this one, he definitely will not go out with his back on the canvas. He tends to go the distance, and is almost achieving that. A few more minutes left in this 7th round, and Taufik looked like he was about to close that out. But Yusuf using those left jabs to keep his opponent at bay, but he walked into a big left hook there, and he gets caught with another one. Was really causing a lot of distraction of barriers with his left jab, talking about Mufu Yusuf not allowing the Crocodile to have a momentum. Every time the Crocodile looked like he was almost getting wobbled there by that body shot, and a big left there, overhand left coming from the Crocodile. Oh, and another big left followed up, or coming after a right jab. And this is the 8th and final round of the main event of the night. And it's the very first coming from Match Maker Sports International. It's the Rumble in the Street Season 1. Reaching you from the arena in Awodiora, Ajegunle, Lagos, Nigeria. Let's go. Farouk, the Crocodile, Taufik in blue and white trunks. His opponent, Mufu Yusuf, sporting the grey trunks. How do they finish this one off? Will they give the fans something to go ballistic about? Or is it just going to be an anticlimax? But Taufik looks to want to close this out big. And that's a rabbit punch coming from Mufu Yusuf. Oh, that's point deductions finally. Yusuf didn't need that. And the interesting thing is that Olaifa had been warning Yusuf about that. He was almost getting another below the belt punch there, just after being penalized for a rabbit punch, which is a punch to the back of the head. Taufik, oh! Big left there coming from Taufik. Wobbled Yusuf, who's gone for the holding once again. And in as much as Taufik wants to fight, Olaifa is telling him you have to do it legally. Good right jab there. And Yusuf tries a right jab of his own. Body shot there. Another body shot there coming from Yusuf, who throws in a barrage of body punches that seem to have rocked Mufu Yusuf there, who goes almost wrestling. And he's throwing it, he's unleashing it. Will he be able to finish this off in the 8th round? Talking about the Crocodile. Toe to toe, these two boxers. Mufu Yusuf staying in there as well. What a massive way. They're definitely going out with a bang. And there you have it. There you have it. He closes it out with a bang. I honestly didn't see that coming there. But I also feel that referee Tayo Olaifa could have allowed that to continue. It was just a few more minutes, possibly less than a minute to go, but I guess the referee feels that there is a need to protect the boxer there. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I'm pretty sure watching it from the slow motion, from the playback, we'll be able to see. But I have my reservations. I would have loved to see whether or not Mufu Yusuf would have been able to close, would have been able to, hold that and wait till the end of the fight. He's giving some sign languages to his fans, Mufu Yusuf there. But this is definitely going to be a TKO in favor of Taufik the Crocodile Farouk. Let's go to Chidozie George for the official verdict.
The bout came to an end at exactly 2 minutes and 10 seconds of round number 8. And we have your winner by TKO, Farouk the Crocodile Taufik.
And there you have it, spirit of sportsmanship there. coming from the Crocodile, going straight to the other side of the referee. It's a hug. Mufu Yusuf, and you see how much the fans love it. Display coming from the Crocodile, Farouk, Taufik, and that brings us to a climax in the end.